is even legal? That's what I want to know. Are you recording?
Do you need help?
I don't know. Do I? What? So this is a reverse ATM. People come with cash and they can't use it. They have to come here.
Correct.
That's
It's a cashless building.
I have never seen a reverse ATM. So the idea is it works just like a regular ATM, but instead of putting in your card and getting cash, you put in your cash and get a card.
But also, because it's a regular debit Visa card, you can use it outside of the building.
Okay.
So if you wanted to go to Walmart or McDonald's or Target, wherever you want to spend your money, it's just a regular debit Visa card. That's what it looks like. And what you see is a lot of the camper kids. Their parents don't give them a card.
No, of course not.
They give them cash and expect this to give them
I wonder.
card.
I think
their 10-year-old
a card.
have a card.
Well, I'd have to imagine there's a lot of people with accessibility, or maybe, different people who want to spend their cash and just are probably shocked to find out. Yeah, but they can't.
They just have to get a card and they can spend it.
It's crazy because it's like legal tender, but then I'm like, I guess not. I don't know. So, okay, so what do we do here? Touch to start. Okay.
You want to get a card.
We want to get a card. I mean, I don't want to get a card, but I'm going to get a card. Okay.
Well, remember, you can use it.
Wait, what was that? What was that?
That?
That screen? Did we have to put in our information? Is that? Oh, okay.
No, because at the end you can ask for a receipt.
Oh, okay.
I've never seen one of those up here in Kanadistan. Not to say that they don't exist. I just live in maybe more of a bubble. Oh, look at that. The water thing's still up there. We'll get rid of this. How do we get rid of this? X. There you go. Not that it won't be coming to Canada or a neighborhood near you. How do we get that dastardly cash out of those slaves' hands? Because what's happening in the Kanadistan tax farm, a lot of people are operating with cash. Can't have that. Those quirky little slaves can't be operating outside of our system of control. Never. I haven't seen it, but just like anything, everything seems crazy, but at the end of the day, it will be begged for. People will be Googling or grokking or whatever people do these days. Hey, where can I find one of those cash machines that turn my cash into a card? Mark my words, that will be happening. Consoliranging, the epidemic that is destroying the Bitcoin sphere. People can't take it. Price just doesn't do anything. Look at this. This is crazy. This is last week. Tell me price isn't doing anything. Well, that's not what I want there. Tell me price isn't doing anything without telling me price isn't doing anything. This is amazing. This is so when you want to get bullish, you start saying things like this is from the school of YouTube. If you want to be bullish, because obviously we know that as a YouTuber, get this out of the way. I should be able to, there's this thing that I'm moving that's right in front of everything. I should be able to just click it and it be gone, but I'm scared to click anything in this system here. It's like, oh, that was actually a secret off button. Anyway, if you want to be bullish in the YouTube sphere, you would say, this is a coil. We are coiling up. This is price action. Jesus, come on. Let's get this right here. This is price action, just coiling up for a massive explosion. And is it? I mean, eventually, right? So, I mean, the clock's always right twice a day. If you keep saying that we're ready for a coil up explosion, we will explode eventually. Or maybe it's the top. I don't think it's the top. I just think that this would be, if it was the top, like say 123 was the top, it would be the last nail in the coffin for whatever retails there. Not you and I here. We're all here for the long haul, right? Whether it is the top or isn't the top, it doesn't really matter to me. But I do know, as a, being in the Bitcoin sphere, YouTube sphere, it would be the nail in the coffin, because no one would care anymore if that was the top. It just wouldn't be enough, because we would fall into a slow grind down. Like, can you imagine this I don't know, not the community, but the Bitcoinosphere dragging down to the 70s again, and that would be it, right? We would all just be watching. Who knows? My whole homepage is slowly transforming because my appetite for Bitcoin information is dissipating as well. You know how you when you're watching certain things and just like eating too much pizza, you're just like, nah, I'm good. I'm good for the pizza. So certain things that I watch all the time, I'll just be like, no. And then eventually, YouTube doesn't show it anymore. Yes, Wick's wife, the doldrumminous summer blues. It is. I mean, we have seen price action. Like, don't get me wrong. The price has moved. We're in the teens, in the hundo umpteens. So the price it's just not enough. That's what I mean to get excitement, to get people in here. And I've been saying this for the longest time. I don't care, right? Like this is a privileged position to be in at the end of the day. Everyone here, everyone in this community, everyone that has followed Bitcoin or any other creator for the past 4 years, it's a privileged position because you were the early adopters of the craziest technology that we've seen. Well, maybe since AI. So in the past year. The thing about AI is that to me, it works hand in hand in the simulation. And now I don't want to get too, maybe I do. When you go down the simulation route, you think you can't have AI. You can't have autonomous computers, so to speak, without some sort of trade mechanism. Or else we're into like a utopic universal basic income. But these things have to run on some sort of value system autonomously without permission, peer to peer, AI robot to AI robot. Because don't get me wrong, the whole concept of the secretaries and front desks and all that stuff is going to be gone in the next 2 years. Like you'll just work with an AI agent. And not only will you prefer it, it'll be better and faster. It's like these humans, like ding, 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 front desk, ding, ding, ding. We'll be back. We'll be back in 45. Just went to lunch. Oh, for Christ's sake, they went to lunch. Well, what am I supposed to do here for a ding, ding, ding? Now, AI agent will be right there. Nice big screen. Boom. Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? Dunk, 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 dunk. And even like where we had this club at the squash club having some troubles with administration and the people working there, just because they're humans, right? In 2 years, none of these problems will be here because everything will be AI. You want to order something, you just go and you go on a screen and an AI agent for the club or whatever, for whatever it is, whatever you want to do. Airports, we see the beginning of it now, but they're just annoying because it's not really an AI agent. It's some East Indian in Pakistan, right? So that will switch. So you want to talk about all the jobs being demolished, that massive job, those phone farms that are there that you have to phone, and are they, do they help? Yeah, I suppose to a certain degree, but God, they're annoying. Like, I don't know about you, but whenever I get a system like a early AI agent, let's call it, where it's like, you've reached blah, 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 blah. If you'd like to deal with this, 1, press 2. I immediately start just hammering 0 because I like to think that maybe it just takes me to a live agent if I just hammer 0. I'm sorry, the response you had was not understood. Please listen to the responses again. Hammer 0, 0. And then I'm like, is 0 not working? Okay, how about pound? Hammer pound. I'm sorry, the number you are choosing is not please listen to it. And they go over one of our hammer 0, hammer pound. Finally, just hang up. Because even when I do get them, I can't understand them. And so it's a combination of two things. They're on a headset, I think, right? They're not on like a phone. And their headset sucks. And they're not English. So they have a thick accent running through a distant, like it's kind of like, I think it's, yeah, I need to return my internet gear, but it doesn't have it on the website. What? You know, anyway, there is some price action to talk about. Now, it would be micropically bearish because we have a little candle sticking here with an immediate bearish engulfing candle. So this would be our last high, right? The 23.6% fib. You can't write this. Wick retorts, we loathe the people who smash 1 or 0 or the agent at work. Our automation works great, but a bunch of the 15 million people we currently serve all have the same idea, robot bad. Yeah, well, especially if you're talking about a bank, Chadwick, it's even worse. Having to deal with the TD agent, it's just, I don't got 30 minutes. You know, and then when you finally do get it, they start the for 20 minutes. Your call is important to us. Blah, 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 blah. Like, man, I just need the simplest thing answered, but I dare not go to the teller. Because here's the thing. You go to the teller, you know, live bricks and mortar banks, that will be gone pretty soon. And they'll just tell you, you gotta phone this number. Oh, it's unbelievable. And so then we went down to the Siggety 1.8% fib, which is nice. This is where we like to reset. But again, it's the 4-hour chart, noisy little so-and-so, just representing what we're not doing, really. Look at this. Oblivia, Consoliranging into Oblivia. Yes, Wick, your banks will be rows of ATMs, no doubt. Probably not even that, because they won't be giving out cash. There'll come a point where they'll stop giving out cash. Now, what will happen to the cash hoarders? I don't know. I think about that all the time. What about my shoebox in my backyard? What am I going to do with it? Just kidding. I don't have a shoebox in my backyard. 61.8% fib. Got the nice bounce. Look at this. Candle right down to it. Right down to the Siggety 1.8% fib. And then we've been kind of going up ever since. But, you know, this is a tight range. What is this? This is bingo. Bango. Less than 4%. Less than 4% range for like 2 weeks. That is crazy. Is this the future of Bitcoin? Could be. I almost subscribe to the concept that we may just see leg up, Consoliranging. Leg up, Consoliranging. Leg up into Oblivia. Now, that's not what the predictive nature of the Bitcoin cycle has installed in our brains. We like to think and believe that it will do the same thing every 4 years, which is, you know, part of the beauty of Bitcoin. Now, if that changes, which it will eventually, you know, we don't really want it to change now, but the question is, do we want the price? So let's just go through this. Let's say it was exactly the same as the old cycles. Old cycles being the last 2.5, because really, what's the first one? It goes up to 240K, right, in the next 4 months. And then we have a 60%. Let's just do the math here. Let's go on the old weekly chart. Take her down here. Oh, look, we have a, oh no, 183 is our, oh, look at this. It must be running around in my head, this 230 number. Let's see what a 60% fall. Because we're just going to, a little bit of a diminished winter, so to speak. It was, 90, 80. I think it was 70 something, or was it 80% last time? Let's just say let's go 65% from 230. I hope this is long enough. 65, of course it isn't. Okay, 65% from 230. Keep going. Is this still not long enough? Come on. Jesus. 65% from 230 is 80K. Now imagine that. Imagine we go up to 240, extreme euphoria probably. That's $250,000 Bitcoin. That's pretty crazy. Pretty darn crazy to be at $250,000. It may even garner a pulse from retail. 20% chance it will. Because you have to understand the higher the price goes, the less people care. Like the traditional normies, because they missed the boat. What do they care? And then they become perma bulls or bears. You know, like you hear them now, the perma bears, because the difference between you and a bear is that the bear missed the boat, right? So they have to poo it for the end of time, because they don't understand the most simplest aspect of investing, which is the compound annual growth rate. And if they did, $250 million. It doesn't matter, as long as there's a 50% CAGR, even a 30%, even a 20% CAGR. Once they understand CAGRs, your life does change. So I don't know if you have anyone try to explain to them what a CAGR is. It's exponential gains is a hard thing for humans. I get it. Exponential gains. It's a tough one, right? But it really is the backbone of why everyone is here, whether you know it or not. It's because the exponential gains of Bitcoin, right? The number go up technology, but it doesn't matter how high the price goes. As long as the CAGR remains the same, it doesn't matter. It's all the same. But try to explain that to someone. I try to explain it. And early on this channel, when I used to describe this, it was always about when you would talk about economics, of any sort, be it fringy central bank conspiracies or just inflation and CPI. Like there's something about it that hurts the normie, right? They're like, please stop. Please don't talk about this. I hate me and you just being in this conversation, right? And I find that with CAGR now. The more, when I bring up the CAGR and a compound annual growth rate, right? And then they'll say, what was the CAGR again? This is good. Compound annual growth. Anyway, they don't understand it, and that's fine. But it really is a simple concept. But I did a video on it. Remember it was one of my poorest viewed videos. It was a coffee cup arrow, $1 million. I know who would be interested in a coffee cup to $1 million. But it's explained there. There's the math. We asked Grok too. There's this little tight range here in the daily from the 23.6% fib. Look at all the support. We got a wick graveyard, and then we have some candle closes. That's some nice support for a tight, boring Consoliranging, right? And even we've got the limiter. We've got the economic limiter on this thing, but this is turning into one hell of a bull flag. Like, I mean, she doesn't get more textbook than this. In fact, we gotta pull this up. Let's see. There we go. Look at it. Look at this. The only thing I don't like is I would like it to be in a descending channel at the top here. It's slightly more bullish. Now I could maybe make it like that. It's not enough though. It's not enough. I'm really grasping at straws here, trying to make mountains out of economic molehills. Now that is an incredible bull flag. Where do bull flags play out? Well, you take the pull, you slide it all to the breakout point, and then we're all at 132K. Wow. 132K. It would almost get the pulse going too for the normies. Not really. 132K. Now, is there any confluence back in all our doodles here? Because we did a lot of doodles back here. Or was it on the weekly that we like to claim stakes so I can gloat in the future? 132. Anything here? 143. 138. Huh. Oh, this I see, yeah, because that's the bull flag. Of course, this epic bull flag is this tiny bull flag. She's ready to bust, though. If you ask me, like this is a long range for a bull flag head. Like we're talking about over 2 weeks. Usually doesn't last that long. XRP A11Y. Today is my younger brother Mark's birthday. You met him at the GEMINI. That's right. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Oh, birthday to. See, this is the hard part about happy birthday. Its tonal center isn't, you don't start on it. Happy. See, if you just hit this G, it's hard to hit it. I'm making excuses here. You need that dominant seventh. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear XRP A11's younger brother, Mark. Happy birthday to you. I guess you both lived in Sudbury, old Nickel Town. The old Nickel Town. Sudbury, right? Right? Nickel Town? We played, we used to tour to Sudbury, Nickel Town. We played this bar, which was right beside a food bank. So in order to load our gear in, we were like, excuse me. And it was like one of those, there was just homeless people getting food. And we're also homeless. We just happen to live in this van. Like, we're one step ahead of you. We are touring musicians in Canada. So we are one level up from the homeless because that's our home right in this van. So if you could just excuse us, we're just going to. The weekly chart, 138. So there's a confluence, of course. I mean, we're going to, the funny part is about these probabilities in the upside is that there's yeah, that's right, XRP, the big nickel. There's really no headwinds except for the exponential short game that comes into play. It's really a pain in the ass. I get it. But the problem is with these, that's why I made this hilarious thumbnail that no one's commenting. I made it because it's really the leverage that kind of inhibits everyone's joy, so to speak. They want to, especially in the Consoliranging boredomlia, right? Where like we want action. So people put on more leverage. It's like having a couple more drinks at the bar. It's like, I'm not drunk enough. I got to blitz myself here. I want to be blackout drunk. I want to wake up tomorrow and peer out my curtains and see my car and take a deep breath. And then the fear, anxiety comes ringing back because you realize you drove your car and you don't even know that you did it. You're just grateful that it's in your parking lot. Did it happen to me? Undisclosed. So here we are, wondering why the price doesn't move and why we have these massive sell-offs when we hit these walls. So again, it's not exciting, but when you're trading leverage on an account, you have a target on your back. Even if you're 5% leverage, they can't let it go. Some people slip by, but they're very rare. They're very rare. And the higher leverage you are, you can almost for sure guarantee eventually you'll get stopped out or liquidated or whatever. Like 100x can move on you fast. And then you see all these massive liquidation events that kind of come and go, and it keeps the price somewhat exciting because it's moving, right? But it's definitely not exciting forever. So I mean, most people know. You get into leverage. What made me laugh about that thumbnail was I can just picture that conversation happening with guys and their girlfriend. I'm trading crypto again, honey. Oh, great. But you're not going to trade at 100x leverage like last time, right? He's of course I am. Why would I trade without leverage? Trading without leverage is just investing. I'm not an investor. I'm a trader, god damn it. Make sure you like and subscribe and share this video.